Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Hope everything's all right in the world for you. So it's time for the abnormal buy orders. Yes, we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6 abnormal buy orders to chase after today. So we're going to go ahead and figure out what might be a decent price to offer for all of them. And then once we're done talking about the abnormals, we'll go ahead and we'll start talking about all the regular skins. Regular skins being skins that won't become marketable until the actual restore rotates tomorrow. I'm sure that sounds perfectly understandable. So, if you aren't fully aware of what an abnormal is, basically these skins will become marketable at an earlier set time. That will be in about 3 hours time from now. Yes, it will. So, as I said, we're going to go ahead and try and figure out a decent price to offer for all of these, because we can use that to our advantage. We're going to be putting down some buy orders as fast as we can, and then afterwards we'll look at how many buy orders there are, see how high up the price goes up for it, and then we'll actually consider maybe if it's a good idea to actually jump in and buy these skins or not. So, yeah. Right, let's jump in. Let's start talking about the tempered primitive clothing. That is the bandana and the poncho. So, bandana did over 25,000 sales and the poncho's done over 23,000 sales. In the grand scheme of things, that's not too much, but for a bandana, that's pretty high. So, earlier, I got a little bit confused. I thought this was potentially one of the top selling ones. I mean, it is, but it's not top 3. So, highest estimated total supply. Tempered bandana is only 4th. Dragon Rage bandana was higher. This had 37,000. And then Pirate bandana had almost 40,000 sales. But again, because it ended up getting even more primitive skins being accepted, this ended up being comfortably in the positive. Sound good? Right. So, basically, guys, the main thing was, when we were looking at these two skins, I was talking about how we really do need to wait and see over the course of the weekend if there's going to be a brand new tempered primitive skin being uploaded. Guess what? That didn't happen. Milio Frito instead this week made a skin in reference to the upcoming Abyss update. That's a very cool looking skin, by the way, but it's just not what we were looking for, hoping for. However, there is a bit of a shining light at the end of the tunnel. Someone actually asked him, hey, are you going to make more primitive skins? He responded, thank you, yes, I will start working on it this week. So I am under the assumption that this weekend, Milio Frito will be making and submitting more tempered primitive skins. Sounds good? So we are aware of that. So we can keep that in mind. That's a positive for the future. I wouldn't be surprised if we see them appearing either this weekend or next Monday. And then, of course, if they get accepted, much like what happened to the Pirate Collection, more primitive skins equals the likes of this bandana and this poncho going up in price very, very nicely. So, yes, bandana, poncho, $1.99, $2.49. Will these prices hold? Yeah, this is where it starts to get a bit awkward. So, if I look at all of the bandanas, I just want to see, let's go by highest price. And here we are. This is currently selling for $2, duh. But like, when I look at all of these, yeah, they haven't exactly gone up in price that much. Yep, some of them are doing very nicely, but they came out years ago. So this right here at $2, it's in a bit of a it's in a bit of a tough situation in that it's already selling for higher than most of the bandanas. At a starting point, it's done a lot of sales. I don't think it's going to really go up in price that much. Do you understand what I mean? So, yeah, I am not 100% sure if I want to go too high of a price. And then, of course, we'll look at the likes of the poncho. So, hello, poncho. How you doing? We know that ever since last summer of 2022, we ended up seeing a whole bunch more poncho skins being accepted. There was like a long time of like hardly seeing any being accepted, and then suddenly tons. Highest estimated total supply, please. So this ranks as the 6th highest so far with an estimated 23,000 sales. The price of $2.49, its starting point. Well, let's go by highest price. And yeah, again, it's a situation where the older ones are obviously way more expensive. But the only recent poncho that has come out within the past year that is more expensive than this is the Pirate poncho. Yes, and that's not by much, only about 50 cents. All of the other ponchos here, yeah, quite a lot of them are in the positive, but even then, its starting point being $2.49, it's more expensive than all of these ones. Yes, all of the other recent ponchos that came out. So that's a little bit concerning, isn't it? So, by default, if you want to play extra safe, if you want to play extra safe with the buy orders and these, I would suggest offering up to $1. Yeah, that's not that much, is it? However, based on their current prices that you see here, I reckon we could go up to, for a stronger buy order, maybe $1.40, maybe even $1.50. Depends on if it depends if you genuinely think this has a very good future ahead of it. And then with the likes of the tempered poncho, I'll probably push it up to maybe doing like a $1.60 buy order. So $1 to $1.40 here, and then $1 to $1.60 here. Now, we are aware that in the future, Emilio very likely will be making some more skins, and if it does get made, when we see that new primitive tempered skin being submitted to the workshop, we will see some people doing some anticipation purchases. You'll see the likes of these getting bought out. But the real question is, will they actually be accepted? Fingers crossed we actually see that happen, but it's just going to be a fair bit awkward. Like, when it comes to tempered clothing and armor, it's actually very reliable. Like, ever since they've come out, the likes of the tier 2 armor, very comfortably in the positive. Gloves, very comfortably in the positive. Hoodie pants, very comfortably in the positive. And the boots, and the jacket. Not the chest plate. Chest plate's like the unloved ginger child out of all of this. There's a very good reason. There's way too many of these in terms of sales compared to the face mask. Yeah. So, main point is, tempered, especially during post-Christmas time, always does very, very, very nicely. So I get the feeling in the long term this will still be all right. But you've also got to take into consideration, we've got the summer sale tomorrow. That's going to be awkward. Yep. So Ruskins in general probably most likely going to be suffering. And then we've also got this situation with the 75% discount on the capsules with CSGO Paris 2023 sticker capsule, blah, blah, blah. We got that discount going on in CSGO that's probably going to be affecting us for quite some time because people still are buying them and opening them and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. It's going to be a little bit awkward. But if you play it safer, you lose less money, but you're less likely to potentially buy them. But if these do suddenly go down in demand, their prices will go down, and maybe that lower price buy order probably will work out quite alright. It's a good thing we have abnormals, isn't it? We can do this buy orders, and then we can worry about actually buying them over the course of the next whole day. So, yeah, $1 to $1.40, $1 to $1.60. Right, let's move on. Let's talk about the porcelain large wood box. So, I just wanted to point out, I've said it many times, the art in this box looks very, very, very nice. And then when you look at it at night time, all the better. The visuals of this looks very, very, very cool. Hey, Nurscum, how you doing? I'm doing all right. I'm just talking about abnormals. Take a look at this porcelain large box, Mr. Nurscum. Yeah. So this looks really, really cool, but I don't know if people are going to appreciate it enough. I don't know if it's going to actually stay, positive. I'm not sure if people are going to be actively chasing after this. Yeah, that's always an awkward thing to deal with, but the porcelain collection, it already has quite a lot of skins accepted. And one of the people actually asked, hey, are you going to be making some more skins? Most notably, would Mr. Vase consider making another attempt at the hoodie and pants? Because new clothing usually causes all of the already existing skins to go up in price and in demand. So that's a potential thing to look forward to. But Vase quite literally said, it's possible, but not soon. He doesn't have a solid idea for doing it. But we could potentially see a version 3 for hoodie and pants at some point in the future. So just to quickly give the visual, we've got the tier 3, we've got the tier 2, but no, hoodie and pants were never accepted. So we'll see what happens potentially there. But could we see some more porcelain deplorables? Could that help it out? Yes, it could. Did we see any porcelain deplorables being submitted this week? The answer is no. That didn't happen. So maybe we'll see some more porcelain stuff. Maybe we won't. I'm a fair bit worried about it in the form of I just don't think it's going to be doing super great all the time. So my answer is I'm probably going to do between maybe a $1.20 buy order to $1.70 buy order. Yeah, that's going to be my answer for the porcelain large box. If we do see some more porcelain stuff being accepted, all the better. But based on what we've seen with the most recent large wood boxes being accepted, let's go take a look at those. Come on, show yourself. Stop loading. Start showing. Yep, recent please. The prices of these aren't looking too good. This is doing all right. That's part of a collection. That, for some reason, is doing okay, and I don't fully know why. This went back down again. This went back down again. This is doing okay. This never really did anything. This started to go down again. This is part of a collection. So, this right here, yeah, I'm sticking with my idea of $1.20 to $1.70. Yep, that will be my answer. Right, moving on. We have the Thompson Banana. Do you see Banana Man? Open on the white sand. Yes, the Banana Thompson is right here. It's bright, it's yellow, and it stands out a lot more compared to the other Thompsons. Now, quite a lot of people are a bit concerned. Who wants to run around with a yellow Thompson that could be seen easily? Maybe, possibly, but, you know, it stands out a whole lot more differently compared to all of the other ones. It's unique in its colour scheme. You can sit there and say recycle Thompson all you want. It's 50% green. I don't think so. Where is it? It's there it is, yes. So, this is unique, and I do get the feeling we will be seeing some more banana skins being submitted over the course of the rest of this year. Will they be accepted? Wouldn't be surprised. There have been quite a lot of Thompsons accepted so far this year, and quite a decent amount of them being given away for free. But overall, I do think, well, by the time we hit post-Christmas time, this will still comfortably go up in the positive, you know? So, yeah. At worst, Thompsons usually only go down by about 20%. So, what I'd sit here and say is, why don't we do, let's see here, if the price is $2.49, how about we do $1.20? No. Yeah, we could do $1.20 to $2. Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. Yep. $1.20 to $2. Because honestly, if $2 is its lowest point, I personally would be okay and happy to buy them. And as I said, by the time we hit post-Christmas time, wouldn't be surprised if it potentially doubles in price, much like most Thompsons. Maybe that pattern does commit and happens all over again like last year. Maybe it won't, but I do believe it will go above its restore price at the very least. So, yeah, Thompson's looking pretty solid. It didn't sell that much. Compare it to, just go by highest total supply or whatever. Yep, it's not that high up. It's in the middle basically. And then when you compare it to all the skins that came out this year, this did 17,700 sales, this did 41,000 sales, this did 13,300, 14,100, 13,200, and 14,000. 15,000 here, it's not that much compared to all of these. So, yeah, Thompsonana, I think you're looking pretty good. And, I think the buy orders in this will be fairly strong to the point that I might even consider buying some. So, yeah, that's looking pretty good. And now, lastly, we have the Pixel Tier 3. And this is really, really weird. This is definitely a discussion point. Hoodie and pants, they did 13,000 sales. When this appears, spike in demand, spike in price. Basically, these have been selling very nicely over the past few days. However, these haven't sold that much. We've only got 8,000 sales each for these. And that's a bit of a concern because is this collection actually in demand? I want you to answer that. If you can comment, if you're watching on YouTube right now, could you comment and sit there and say whether you actually think it's in demand? I'm not saying it like rhetorically, I'm asking you. Do you think people actually want to use this? Because with this being the new core piece, I actually thought this was going to sell fairly comfortable. I was actually a fair bit concerned this might go above this. I was actually hoping, hopefully we only see about 15,000 sales. But no. We've got like 1 day left and there's only around 8,000 sales for the Tier 3. That is awkward. Very awkward. With the amount of supply compared to people who like it is kind of equal. Right. So here's the thing, right? If we do see the Tier 2 being submitted, and yes, we have got confirmation that the skin creators want to do that. I do believe it's over here. Perfect job like the mask. I would like to know if the collection will continue with the Tier 2 armor set. Period, thank you. Yes, collection will continue with the Tier 2 armor set. Now, they didn't specifically confirm when they were going to do it, but it definitely seems to be on the horizon. So we got that in our heads, yeah. If Tier 2 does get submitted, that by default we'll see some anticipation purchases, and if it gets accepted, well, this is going to spike in demand. But the main point that I want to get across is, generally, right, as time goes on, the core piece with the least amount of sales tends to go up in price the most. And that right now is going to be the Tier 3. You know, if we do see Tier 2 appear, this is more likely to jump in price more when the spike in demand happens compared to this. You know, both of these have over 100 listings on the Steam market. These, I'm not sure if we're going to see that much. Now, yeah, I get the feeling that the gimmick of it might be a little bit off-putting. Fair enough, but yeah, do you understand the situation I'm saying to you? This is a lot lower than what I was anticipating, and that is a cause for concern. But by default, like I said, I saw at the likes of the low poly collection that had no demand. But even then, when new core pieces were accepted, there was always a spike in demand and a spike in price. With this, I still anticipate that to happen. So at the moment, in terms of a buy order, listening to all of that, keeping it all in mind, what are we going to offer now for this these Tier 3 pieces? It's a little bit awkward. Right, so I guess by default, for the Pixel Tier 3, I reckon we could probably go ahead and offer $1 as a safe option. True, yeah, we can do that. But in terms of a second buy order, how high are you willing to go? We did not see anything this week from them in terms of the skin creators. We didn't see Pixel Tier 2. Nothing appeared. We've got word that they want to continue it, but we don't know word of when they're going to continue it. Remember how long remember the difference in time between Pixel Hoodie and Pants to this Tier 3. How long was it? Pixel Hoodie and Pants were accepted back in Complete the Sets in September of 2022. Guys, it was like 9 months later. It's a bit awkward, isn't it? Pixel Hoodie and Pants really did suffer for quite some time as well because of that. But then again, you know, this finally appears and is accepted. Suddenly, they're selling for around $3 a piece. So, yeah. I am not 100% sure what I want to offer for the stronger buy order. Maybe I'll just do $1.30. Maybe that's what I'll do. $1.30 each. That probably couldn't hurt. Maybe push it up to about $1.40. But, yeah. I'm a fair bit awkward with this. It's silly, but yeah, it's those lack of sales. But then again, if we do see Tier 2 potentially being submitted very soon and then accepted, I also believe this Tier 3 armor will go up in price pretty comfortably, pretty easily. Don't know how high, but yeah, that would be the final core piece for the Pixel collection. It will be a complete collection, and then, yeah, where do we go from there? So, all right. I reckon $1 to $1.40 is what I'm going to do. If you want to play it more aggressive, you could probably push it up to $1.50, but maybe add a bit more, maybe. But I don't want to be going too crazy with this. I want to just put down a fairly decent price and I'll be happy. And that's what I'm going to do, because I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen with this. It's awkward. It's silly. Yeah. All right. So that's all of the abnormals. Gentlemen, tomorrow when the Rust rotates, we will have 2 free skins that will become marketable. And guys, honestly, I think I'm just going to do 70 cents to 90 cents in all of these in terms of a buy order. Rare Flame MP5 is definitely getting a lot of love, and there was a AK-47 that was submitted this week that's in the same collection. However, MP5's, the weapon itself, it's not doing super great in terms of interest, and unfortunately I just don't see this Rare Flame, even though it's a cool looking design, I don't see it holding up its value. So I will be doing no Hiroshu. These are regular skins for tomorrow. There's 6 abnormal skins that I literally just talked about right in front of you. If you paid attention, right, back to the regular skins. Right, so yeah, 70 cents, 90 cents. I worry this is going to potentially end up being around $1. And, well, what we'll do is we'll go look at the most recent MP5 skins, get a good idea of how well they're performing. What price are you selling for? This is selling for $1.50, $1.50, $1.40. That's pretty good. What about over to here? Ginger Blaster, 99 cents. Then we got the likes of, it's stuck. All right, here we are. $1.09, $2.42, $1.09, $2.50, $1.39, $1.30. Okay. Right, so maybe it might only drop down to about $1.30 or something. Maybe you want to push it up a little bit. You know what? okay, maybe we'll go between 70 cents to $1.10. Does that sound pretty good? So that one will be a bit different. I do think people like the design. It's just, I am still concerned. Personally, I probably will stick with 70 cents to 90 cents. All right. Right, okay then. So now we've got the copper L96. Now, the copper L96 is a little bit awkward. It's not super colourful. It's not super in your face. And unfortunately, because of that, it very likely will be suffering. Blackout L96, part of the well-loved, much-loved Blackout collection. Always does comfortably. Very nice. Ghost Flame L96. This is the only glow-in-the-dark L96. Looks very cool. Nice. Evil Snowman L96. This is blue, and it's always going up in price for Christmas. I get the feeling people probably bought in early this year, so that's why its price is doing all right. So yeah, when we had Rainbow Pony, right, I looked at it and I thought its color scheme is probably going to help it out quite nicely. But even then, this still went below its restore price. It went down to about negative 15% at one point. So the likes of this copper L96, which isn't super colorful and isn't super in your face, honestly, I do worry for that. And then again, there's also an issue of gun demand. How likely are you actually going to get an L96 and use it and enjoy it and actually skin it? Yeah, gun demand is an issue. So, yeah, 70 cents, 90 cents is what I'm probably going to do for that. And then we have the Ruined Tsar. Cool looking gun. Hasn't sold a lot. But the thing is, though, is that literally last week, what did we have? The Redemption Tsar. And then before that, 2 weeks worth of Tsar skins. We've had a lot of Tsar skins recently. A Tsar skin for every week of this month. So, yeah, unfortunately, this one hasn't been getting a lot of love. It's a cool design, but are you going to appreciate that? Its aim sight doesn't have a nice, useful red tip or anything, so that's a little bit awkward as well. So again, I am concerned. I'm probably just going to stick with a 70 cent to 90 cent buy order. That is my answer. So, all right, that's all of the weapons. It is what it is. What's that front page looking like? Mostly whiteout, as per usual. Yay! Right then, so, yep. Always remember to keep an eye on the workshop pages to see if people have asked questions in regards to what they're potentially going to do next. It is very, very helpful, all right? It's nice to be always in the know for what to look out for. So, yeah, that's what can help us get a good idea of what potentially might happen in the future. Sounds good? Wonderful. So, the abnormal buy orders will be quite some time later. How about we skip ahead? And then, yeah, you get the idea. So, all right, people, let's try our best. Best of luck to all of you. It's time for the abnormals. I'm going to start off with the Thompson, Banana, and then afterwards I'm going to go for the tempered stuff. So here we go. It's now 1 o'clock. Let's begin at your own pace. There we go. Thank you very much. Okay. And then tempered bandana, no, poncho, here we go, poncho, poncho, poncho. What did I say for the poncho? I did one thingy, so and over to here, playing it safe, playing it safe, we want to play it safe, okay, right, so this is the pix, yeah, so we're going to go like this. And then we have the face mask. No, not that price. No. And then we got the porcelain large box, which I said would probably be a good idea to do. $1.20. So, all right, let's just go do that. Right. So that was all of the buy orders there. Let me just wait a while. I'll go do a second round of buy orders, and then we'll look at the buy order support afterwards. So. Right, hello, it's been 16 minutes. We can go take a look at all of that buy order support. So, as you can see, some of the skin prices are being tracked. Very nice. So, let's go hop over and take a look at the likes of the Thompson Anna. Over 1,400 requests to buy. The price is currently $2.94, but we're not going to fuss about that now, are we? The buy order support is going all the way up to $2.10, and as you can see, there's quite a significant amount over $1, quite a significant amount in between $1 to $2, quite a significant amount going all the way up to $2. Yeah, like I said, Thompson Anna, will it potentially go down in price? Probably. How low might it go? Maybe about 20%. Is that the worst it's likely to be? Yeah, so go for it, just might as well. So that's it, yeah. It's looking to be okay. It's looking to be a perfectly fine skin that in the long term will work out quite all right. Will we see some more banana themed skins in the future? Wouldn't be surprised. So let's see what happens with that. Thompsons in general, by default, at the end of the year, post-Christmas time, they go up in price. So, as I said, let's just see if that theme, that pattern stays. And yeah, best of luck to you, Thompson Anna. Now we got the tempered bandana. This sells for $1.99 in a Rust store right here, right now. We got a buy order all the way up to $1.95. I'm not sure if this guy made a mistake or he just wants to buy them for like 4 pennies cheaper. Fair enough, if you want to do that, you do that. But yeah, this has actually got a lot of support, all the way over 2,000 buy orders. So Tempered Primitive seems to be having a pretty good start at the moment. And as you can see, loads of buy orders all around just over $1. And then it kind of builds up and pushes all the way up to about $1.50 and slightly above. So yeah, this is looking to be pretty good, right? But remember, the main thing that's going to help out this bandana and the poncho, which also has, 2,600 requests to buy. Well, anyway, sticking to the point. The main thing that's going to help them out is if we do see some more Tempered Primitive stuff being submitted and potentially accepted, right? So, again, loads of support, all above $1, pushing all the way up to about $1.50, and then kind of getting fairly close to about $2. The main thing that's going to cause both of these to prosper is if we see more Tempered Primitive. I've said that like 3 times now. The point is made, all right? So, yeah. Now I'm going to go take a look at the likes of the Pixel chest plate, and that's got over 1,000 requests to buy. This is selling for $1.99, and again, this guy right here. What are you doing? The bulk of the buy orders does seem to be around here, below $1, but you got a very high amount here, slightly above $1, so $1.30, $1.40, $1.50. So, yeah. If we do see that Pixel Tier 2 appear fairly soon, I think the Tier 3 would greatly appreciate it. So, yeah, pretty much the exact same thing as chest plate, looking pretty good. So, best of luck to you, Pixel Collection. Will we see another few thousand more sales over the course of the next 20 hours? Hopefully, I guess. And now we've got the porcelain large wood box. This is currently selling for $2.49, and as you can see, quite a lot of buy orders below $1, quite a decent amount above $1, quite a decent amount going all the way up to about $1.50, all the way up to about $1.70-ish is still pretty good. So yeah, this, I don't know about this one. This one's going to be a bit weird. I think it's a cool looking skin. The glow in the dark is awesome, but I don't know if everybody respectfully gives it the, the appreciation. Maybe in the future. Maybe we will see some more porcelain skins being produced by Vase. We shall see. But at the moment, I don't think that's probably something I want to buy. So out of all of these skins, I think I do want to stick with just doing a buy order. And I have a very good reason. All right? So now we're going to talk about, tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be very special. I have some very tasty news to pass on to you. Right, so let's get this started. It's a summer sale tomorrow. Summer sale starts in 16 hours, 39 minutes and 38 seconds. Chat, are you ready? Are you prepared? So this is going to be one of the reasons why you might notice some skins going down in price. Loads of people are going to be selling stocks of what they have to go buy those cheap games. They need money. They need Steam Wallet, so they're going to sell stuff. So more people selling rather than buying usually leads to prices going down, people undercutting each other, value of skins go down. This applies to CSGO and Rust and all of the other skins in Steam and whatnot. So just understand that's going to be one of the main reasons as to why prices might be going down at the moment. Now, in terms of tomorrow, what acceptances might we potentially see? Well, how about I humour you real quickly with, I just recently did my Rust Workshop skin checks yesterday. We could potentially see some early picks. We did last week, right? We did last week. Pixel was an early pick, wasn't it? And Tempered was an early pick as well. So please go ahead and take a look at my Rust Workshop skin checks video. You can see all of these skins for yourself, and you might potentially see some of them being accepted. Could we potentially see some very interesting clothing and armor pieces accepted tomorrow? Maybe. So let me just scroll back up. But of course, with the typical picks, all the skins that are in the top picks list, there is a very interesting batch of skins. Could we potentially see the beginning of Snakebite, the whiteout counterpart of Dragon Rage that's made by Little Ranger? What do you reckon? You looking forward to that? Or could we potentially see the likes of a continuation of the Reptile Hunter with some gloves and boots? Yep. It won't have as much of an impact as a core piece would, but these would be a nice welcome addition I think people would appreciate. So, looks pretty good. And then, maybe, just maybe, we might actually see the likes of Elite Crate Tier 2 being accepted. So, this was originally submitted back in December of 2022, wasn't accepted. Here's version 2. If that gets accepted tomorrow, we have 2 budget green sets that will be available to everybody, all right? And have you seen the price of Tier 2 Reptile Hunter at the moment? It's starting to go down because there's too much of it. It is what it is. I knew it was going to happen. But this right here, well, that might hurt Reptile Hunter a whole lot more. So, yeah, a nice new dark green kilt. Right. So, oh, Control-Shift-T. Didn't want to lose that. I'm going to have that tomorrow. I don't want to lose that. Quick, send it back up. Send it back up. Okay, cool. Right. So, I've got something to tell you. We know a skin that's going to be accepted tomorrow. We have a little surprise for you because it was a surprise for us today. Guess what? Do you remember what happened, I don't know, back in March, about 3 months ago? Oh, what happened there? Oh, look, it's a bombshell skin. Guess what? Ta-da! We've got ourselves a bombshell skin, which is guaranteed to be accepted for the next Rust store, which is tomorrow. This is going to be in the Rust store tomorrow, and you can already tell what's special about it. So, words, Hedge, come on. See-through hatch. Yep, we already had the double armored door. That's sold very nicely. That's doing very nicely at the moment. And well, now we've got ourselves a see-through hatch single armored door. And you might be sitting there and saying, oh, is that super special and unique? Well, there is actually one single armored door that also has this, and that came out in 2016. That is the Incarceration Armored Door. I think that see-through hatch is probably a little bit better. But this was the only see-through mesh hatch for a single armored door. And that's also now the most expensive armored door because of that. But the fact that this is appearing tomorrow, most likely selling for about $2.49, yeah, that's probably going to be causing that to potentially lose some value. Maybe not. It's been around for 7 years, so yeah. So keep an eye on the likes of the bombshell garage door and the double armored door because you might potentially see these spike in demand. There is no guarantee in that. I shall point out that TikTok has kind of been talking a lot about these fairly recently, and because of that, we've definitely been seeing quite a lot of spikes in demand. I don't want to say pump, but when they sit there and say buy this, of course it's going to go up in price, and yeah, it's happened more than once, hasn't it? And bombshell double armored door, well, you just keep plodding along very, very nicely, don't you? So yeah, this was expected. I told you, I made my own videos talking about this. Double armored doors, we hardly ever see skins accepted for them, and that is why I assumed this was going to prosper very nicely. It's already $7, and we're only halfway through this year. What price do you reckon this will be by the end of the year? Ooh. So tomorrow's going to be very interesting. What skins potentially will be accepted tomorrow? How interesting will that Rust store be? There's also 2 trends that I want to bring up to you. When this last bombshell skin was accepted, there is a trend that we've been following and we're fully aware of. And you can see it right here. Tomorrow, we very likely will see 2 new skin creators getting their first ever skins accepted. When this was accepted, Jeeba had their first ever skin accepted right there, his first skin being the crate box, and Mr. Alloy had his first ever skin accepted right there, the Arctic Skull LR. So tomorrow we could potentially see some skin creators getting their first ever skins accepted, if we do see the pattern, stay. And the most recent pattern that I've said is, over the past few weeks, we had an insane week, we had a calm week, we had an insane week, we had a calm week. What's this week? So yeah, tomorrow's probably going to be very enjoyable. It's going to probably be a very nice Rust store, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope you got enough money prepared. What are you going to buy? Steam games or Pixels? There you go. So yeah, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow's looking to be very, 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 very interesting. Chat, are you looking forward to it? What are you going to buy tomorrow? Well, we don't know yet. I mean, you're probably going to buy that. But yeah, one of the problems I'm going to worry about this is how many of them are going to get bought. Regardless, in the long term, it'll probably be all right. So yeah, I went on a bit of a ramble, but positive, happy ramble. Very good. And if you want to see how good that see-through is, it's looking pretty good, isn't it? It's looking pretty good. So that's going to be appearing tomorrow. And I hope you all have a lovely sleep, knowing what's about to appear tomorrow. All right. Catch you later. See you and goodbye.